What is up, guys? TEJ here, and as you can see in front of me, we got some new clubs, so let's talk about them. Alright guys, so as I said, we've got some new clubs in from Titleist. In this video, I'm going to take you through what I got, what is actually in my bag, and kind of just my thoughts on all this new TSR stuff. Before I do any of that, I want to recommend going and watching the TSR driver fitting video we made. It's really cool, really in-depth, and I highly recommend checking it out. So what I'm going to do for you guys is kind of just take you through each club one at a time, and then we'll kind of go back and I'll talk you through each club individually. So we'll start with the driver. We'll start with everything I got. And as far as the driver goes, I got the Titleist TSR3 in 8 degree with the Graphite Design Tour AD UB 6X 45 inches and untipped. Moving on to the fairway woods, I got 3 of them, so we'll go ahead and start with the 3 woods. Starting with the first 3 wood, I got the Titleist TSR2 Plus in a 13 degree with the Tour AD UB 7X tipped a 1/2 inch and a 1/2 inch short. The second 3 wood I got is going to be the Titleist TSR2 15 degree with a Tour AD UB 7X tipped a 1/2 inch and again a 1/2 inch short. And then the third fairway wood I got is going to be the Titleist TSR3 18 degree with a Tour AD UB 8X. I believe it's tipped an inch is what Titleist does standard, and then that is a 1/2 inch short as well. So in terms of my thoughts on everything and what I am currently gaming, let's just go ahead and start with the 5 wood. So like I said, Titleist TSR3 18 degree Tour AD UB 8X. So I am not normally a 5 wood guy. Really wanted to try this out in the 5 wood, see if I liked it. And it's been really solid in comparison to a lot of the other 5 woods I've tested. I think it's one of the best because you have the ability to move some of that weight toward the toe, which in a 5 wood is really important to make sure it doesn't go left, at least for somebody like me. So overall, I think it's a really fantastic club. It is not currently in the bag. I just, for some reason, cannot get my Mizuno Pro Fly High out of the bag. And so for that reason, it's not in the bag, but definitely one of the best 5 woods that I've tested on the market. And there's still more testing to be done, but for right now, still gaming the Mizuno. Moving on to the second club that is not in my bag currently, and that is going to be the Titleist TSR2 Plus in the 13 degree. This thing is a really cool club and not one that I would have expected to see from Titleist, but I must say they did a great job. So this is the 2 Plus. It's a little bit bigger, a little bit deeper face, less loft, more of a secondary driving option, which, again, like I said, you don't normally see from Titleist. I haven't ever really seen a mini driver or a secondary driving option from them, but honestly, this is one of the best on the market. I think right now there's 2 great secondary driving options if you just kind of struggle with the driver a little bit. One is going to be the Stealth 2 Plus with that weight all the way in the front position, and the second one is going to be this TSR2 Plus. What's really cool about it is it's a little bit bigger, it's a little bit more forgiving than the Stealth 2 Plus. I like the fact that it's bigger also because it just frames the ball nicer. A little bit deeper face, so it's better off the tee, but it's not so deep to where you can't hit it off the ground like a mini driver. So to me, this sort of, in a size comparison, it sort of sits in between a mini driver and a 3 wood, and it's a really, really cool club. It is not in the bag, really for 2 reasons. The first reason is that I don't really struggle with a driver. I really like to hit it off of pretty much every tee, so I didn't really feel like I needed a secondary driving option. And the second reason it's not in the bag is because it simply goes too far. The gap between my 3-iron and this is kind of just too big, and so it's just not a super useful club. But nonetheless, in my opinion, if you are somebody who struggles with the driver a little bit, you need a little bit of help, this is a fantastic secondary driving option if you are looking for something in that category. So moving on to the clubs I am actually gaming, and we'll start with this 3 wood right here. So this is going to be the Titleist TSR2 in the 15 degree. I gamed the Titleist TS3 for basically the last 4 or 5 years, and in my opinion, that was one of the best fairway woods. I did not see anything really replacing it. I tried this at the fitting and immediately fell in love with it. And as soon as I received this and took it out to the range, just started hitting shots with it, I just cannot believe how good it is. It comes off the face so hot. It is super forgiving. It frames the ball really, really well. I, to be honest with you, did not like the TSI fairway woods at all. I did not like the look of them. I really hated the scoring lines on the face. If you look at the TSI stuff, there's like scoring lines, not in the middle, but they're on the left and right side. And so to me, it just framed the ball in a really weird way. This has full face scoring lines. It looks absolutely fantastic, frames the ball well, and it's just been an absolutely superb 3-wood. It's been pretty much in the bag since I got it. Absolutely love it. Moving on to the next club I am gaming, and that is going to be the TSR3 driver. So if you looked at my What's in the Bag video, I was gaming a 10 degree TSR3. This is an 8 degree, so I'm sort of gaming this and sort of not. I'm still gaming the TSR3, but I'm actually not using this exact model. So this driver is absolutely fantastic if you are somebody who tends to hit up on the golf ball a lot. It has a little bit less loft, lighter shaft, longer length. It's definitely one of the longest drivers I've tested, but over the last few weeks, I've been working on some stuff in my golf swing, and so for that reason, I'm actually still gaming my TSR3 10 degree turned down to C1. So this is my current gamer right here, the TSR3 10 degree turned down to C1. And in terms of shaft with this, I am gaming the Tour AD UB, but this is where it gets a little interesting. So as I said, I've been working on some stuff in my golf swing. So as far as shafts go in my woods, I'm still gaming the UB in my 3-wood, but I'm actually gaming the 8X. So this was originally in my 5-wood that they sent me, but I wanted something a little bit heavier. I wanted to go a little bit shorter. And so I threw that in my 3-wood, and it's been just absolutely fantastic. Controls the spin really, really well. I feel like I can kind of move left on it and not see it overfade, which is exactly what I want to see. Now with the driver, although I like the 6X in a little bit longer length, when I start to go shorter in length, it becomes a little bit too light for me. So I actually switched to the 7X in my TSR3 10 degree. So this is actually a 3-wood shaft, as crazy as that sounds. And what I did is I literally just switched the tips from the 3-wood tip to the driver tip or adapter and put this in there. It's a little bit too short, so I think I might get a new UB and keep it the same tipping and whatnot, but make it a little bit longer. But in terms of just how this has been performing so far, it has just been awesome. What I really like about it is a little bit extra weight when you go shorter. It just feels like I have a little bit more control over the shots I want to hit. And I really haven't lost much speed or distance. I feel like I'm just finding more fairways. So I've been absolutely loving this setup. Like I said, it's a little bit too short since it was pulled from a 3-wood. It's probably only, I don't know, 43 and a quarter inches. I'd like it to be 44. So yeah, that is the setup currently. Now, I'm going to mess with this stuff a little bit more, but absolutely been super impressed with the TSR stuff. The driver is off the charts good. In my opinion, one of the best drivers on the market, if not the best driver on the market right now. It's incredibly fast, and as much as a lot of people like TSI, I do think that the TSR is an improvement over that. To me, it's a little bit more stable, a little bit better on mishits, and the distance is absolutely one of the longest on the market. So this is currently the setup. I've got the TSR2 15 degree with a Tour AD UB 8X tipped an inch, 41.5 inches on the 3-wood, and in the driver, I've got the TSR3 10 degree turned down to C1. The 3-wood's also turned down to C1, but in the driver, I have a Tour AD UB 7X tipped a half inch, and in terms of length, it's around 43 and a quarter, and like I said, that is the setup. That is what I am currently gaming. I'm going to keep saying it. I absolutely love the TSR stuff. Cannot recommend it enough. Really, really impressed with what I have seen. I really want to take a second here to thank Jacqueline, Joe, and Brad, all from Titleist, for, first of all, getting us fit for these. That was a really cool video to make for you guys. But for them to actually send us the clubs to use and keep is, really, really nice of them, and I truly, truly appreciate it. And so I want to take a second to thank them. If you enjoyed this video, guys, be sure to give it a like, comment if you have any questions at all, and I will be sure to answer them. Make sure you are subscribed to the YouTube channel, and also make sure you are following us on our other socials, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. We'll catch you in the next video. Peace.